In other news now, the conditions for the transfer of wartime operational control from the U.S. to South Korea are expected to be met by early 2029. Our defense correspondent Kim Bo-kyoung reports.
South Korea and the U.S. aim to meet the required conditions for the transfer of wartime operational control to Seoul no later than the second quarter of the U.S. fiscal year 2029. This is according to remarks made on Wednesday local time by General Xavier Brunson, the U.S. Forces Korea commander, when answering a question from the U.S. House Armed Services Committee.
That right now we've delivered to OSW a roadmap which will get us there not later than second quarter of FY2029. And we'll continue to pursue that. As you know, Chairman, we have the Korea Integrated Defense Dialogue that's upcoming, where a great many of these conditions will be discussed. We've also got the military consultative meeting and the security consultative meeting, which are also coming up to be held here in D.C. early in the fall.
The U.S. government's fiscal year 2029 runs from October 1st, 2028 to September 30th, 2029, meaning the Allies aim to meet the conditions between January through March 2029 for Korea's fiscal year. He also said South Korea is in a strong position for the transfer, with defense spending set to rise about 8.5% over the next 3 years. Regarding the commander's remarks, South Korea's defense ministry said Thursday that the timing of the OPCON transfer will be decided at the security consultative meeting before being submitted to both presidents for approval. Aside from OPCON transfer, the USFK also talked about designating South Korea as a regional sustainment hub to expand maintenance cooperation.
One thing I would like to mention as I go forward is our continued emphasis on things like a regional sustainment hub because of the importance of sustainment to the region.
Emphasizing how South Korea's defense industrial base has developed into one of the best in the world, Brunson underlined how the U.S. can alleviate the burden of distance by leveraging Korea's defense industry for MRO, or maintenance, repair, and overhaul. Regarding upgrades and maintenance, South Korea has already been supporting these domestically for U.S. military aircraft, such as F-16, F-15 fighter jets, and CH-47 Chinook helicopters since 1978, and the written statement hints at possible agreements regarding other assets, including Patriot missile systems, drones, and T-55 aircraft engines. He did, however, point out that this plan would require close coordination with the state and defense departments and congressional approval for special repair authority to allow some U.S. equipment to be serviced in Korea. Kim Bo-kyoung, ArirangNews.